Good morning. It is 7:49 in the morning Pacific time, and I am up and I am excited because every time I get on here, I'm bringing you one or two things, and sometimes two things at the same time. What is it? Something you need to know or something you need to grow. Okay, you guys, today I want to talk about, we've thrown this word around in the last few years, probably more often than I care to know. And we talk about self care, self love, self development, self. And it's important. But I want to ask today, I just want to ask you guys why we put more into other things than we do into ourselves. Right now, there is so much uncertainty. People are worried. People are worried about going outside for fear they're going to be snatched up by immigration. People are worried that they're going to be persecuted for just loving who they want to love. People are worried and worried, but you need to get into community because if we saw anything with the No King's Day, was community is stronger than any hate. And so, what I want to talk to you guys about is why don't we pour into ourselves? Why don't we put as much, even a quarter, into ourselves as we do into other things? We'll go off and we'll celebrate and we'll turn up. We'll pop bottles and we'll dance and we'll learn the latest TikTok dances and everything. But at the end of the day, when it's all over, when you're back at home and you're just you and you're alone, how do you feel? Have you gained anything? Have you poured anything into yourself? We got us to get out this mindset that other things are more valuable than our dreams. So I want to talk to you guys because I keep saying this and I'm gonna keep saying this um, as long as you need to hear it. That you've got to pour into yourself and you've got to pour into your dreams because I mentioned this a while ago. Warren Buffett, who's a billionaire, somebody asked him, "What's the best investment?" And they were thinking it was going to be a tech stock or some kind of blue chip stock or something like that. He said, "The best investment is you. When you invest in yourself, that reaps dividends. And sometimes it's not always in monetary, sometimes it's in happiness. And when I tell you, that happiness is something they can't sell on the New York Stock Exchange. Happiness is something you can get out the store. Happiness is something you cannot find that's going to be commoditized. That's going to allow you to be where you want to be. Okay, let's start pouring into you. What is it makes you happy? And for example, they remember when I was younger, I wanted this car. It was a Mitsubishi Galant, and I remember telling my mother I wanted to save up for that car. I wanted to work. I wanted to get that car because you could control the radio from the steering wheel. Now this is back. It's back in the '80s, and I remember looking at me, and she was like, "Pretty soon, all cars are gonna probably have that." And I'm like, "No, no, I think only they have this." Mom, you were so right. You know, but what is happiness? You buy the car, you buy the house, you buy the products, you go and party. It's the feeling that we're ever chasing of happiness. It's not the car for car's sake. Yeah, you might buy a car that's a Mercedes or who knows, an Aston Martin or whatever, or in my case, maybe a Hyundai, right? But that's what brings you happiness. Yes, it's a method of transportation, true. But when people buy certain vehicles, it's because it brings them happiness. When you do certain things, go on vacations because it brings you happiness. It brings you peace of mind. It brings you comfort, solace. But when it's over, and when you've driven the car for weeks and months and the happiness fades, then you go and you try and buy something else. Because the happiness was never in the material possession. The happiness was always in here. You just didn't know it. You didn't know where to look for. Look for it. If you find the peace of mind, if you find how to tap into that happiness, well, now, hey, Luana, well, now, hey there, Will, um, that's when you're going to find true happiness. How do you find that? Do you have to take, what did Will Smith take? Ashwana, whatever, and have some kind of psychedelic trip? No. You just need to be able to tune in, turn up into yourself. get with the community. We have a community called Success Driven, and um, you have ladies like Mama Keys, and people have said, "Is that an AI image?" This image here is AI generated, but I'll tell you where Mama Keys wisdom comes from. We have a group of mothers, age ranging from ages, I think, 49 to 67 years old. It's a group of mothers who have put in their collective wisdom in relationships, in love, in life, in finance, and they give this wisdom. And they do it under the umbrella or the name Mama Keys, because it is the keys to happiness, the keys to prosperity, the keys to being a better you. And so we created this avatar of Mama Keys, but the wisdom that she relays is not from an AI. It's from years of collective wisdom of these women from all walks of life. I want to read you guys something real quick that came out in the newest newsletter, the Mama Keys newsletter. It says, "Who told you you couldn't? Let me tell you something, baby. The world is real quick to tell you who you're not. You're not who you are. You're too old, too black, too loud, too soft, too broke, too late." And sometimes, if you hear that long enough, you start to believe it. You start playing small, smiling safe, shrinking to fit into places that were never built for your greatness to begin with. So that's just part of it. And if you want to get the whole newsletter, it's free, right? It's free. But it's one of those things where you've got to understand that you are worth, oh, thank you, Willow. You are worth 27 cents. And when I say 27 cents, because we have a community, it's $99 a year, but it comes to 27 cents a day. But I don't want you to think about the money right now. I want you to get into the Mama Keys newsletter. It's free. Okay? Get into, let's see, do we have that QR code? Do we have a QR code? Okay, I want you guys to get into the Mama Keys newsletter, the QR code right here. See, I'm learning now how to put my hand right here. Scan that QR code or inbox me or DM me, Mama Keys, and I will send you the link. It's free. But you guys, get in a community, get in somewhere that's going to inspire you, motivate you, and move you to be better, to be happier. Because when I tell you there is no place like happiness, there isn't. Imagine getting up and not having to worry about materialistic things. And I'm not saying we don't all have bills and everything, but when you have the happiness in here, that stuff figures itself out. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. There's a saying in the Bible that your gifts will make room for you. But if you don't know how to identify your gifts, how are they going to make room for you? If you're always looking for things in other people and validation from other people for what you have inside of you, for the God given gifts and talents you have inside of you, you're never going to find them. No one can validate you except you. Okay. So, you guys, this is the course. It's $99 for the entire year, but it gets you access to the Mama Keys community. It gets you access to Success Driven. It gets you access to this Onstage Plus television network subscription where you can see motivational speakers. You can see inspirational stories. You guys, 27 cents a day. Are you worth it? Hell yeah, you are. If you don't think you're worth it, I will think you're worth it for you. I will be the voice that says you are worth it until you can say you're worth it yourself. Invest in yourself because I guarantee you, you are the best investment you will ever make. Okay. You know, oh my God. Absolutely. Okay. Well, let me, thank you. Thank you. Let me post that. Um, you guys, you've got to really give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance. Here is where you can actually get your the whole community and everything. Like I said, 27 cents a day, and I think even on Stage Plus, the subscription is like a free trial, like a three day, 5 day trial that you can get in here, listen to the speakers, get fed. And it's not churchy in the sense where, okay, and I'm not saying there's nothing the matter with sermons. I'm not, because I've been to some powerful sermons. But I think at the end of the day, if you put yourself and put your faith in a person, they will always let you down. We're going to teach you how to put your faith in you because you are the one that needs to build up. Because I tell you, you cannot pour into someone else that was not first poured into you. Allow this community to pour into you so you can pour into someone else. Allow this community to help you identify your gifts within you so you can use those gifts to help other people. Because trust me, the gifts that God gave you were not just for you. They weren't for you to just prosper and to be happy. They were for you to be more than you ever thought you could be. And yes, ain't nothing the matter with prospering. But when you prosper, do it with the intent that you need to basically prosper so you can help others prosper. Don't just get it and code it onto yourself. You don't want that. Okay? That is not what God intended for you. I guarantee you. And I say that because I know. Okay? Willow, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Um, so you guys get with the community, get into a community that's going to help heal you. Okay. I think it's so, there was a term that one of these speakers used. She said, everybody's still bleeding on each other. And I thought, what is that? And she said, you go to these conferences and these women and these men, they give these testimonies and you could tell they're not really healed. That cut is still open. And they try to encourage somebody else and they up there bleeding on stage, they bleeding over everybody else. They need to be healed before they go and start ministering to somebody else. And I thought, damn. And since I've heard that, it's like almost I start to see it more when I see somebody saying they can do this or they can do that. But you can see they're not totally healed themselves. And they over there, they trying to help because their heart is in a good place, but they have not been healed. Okay? You got to heal yourself before you can heal somebody else. Let's not go out there and let's not continue to bleed over each other because when you do that, you bleed out, you know what happens. So I just want to say, pour into the community. Make sure you get your happiness started because you are worth 27 cents. I guarantee it. All right.